Bueno, hoy es día 16, estoy en el aeropuerto de Nueva York, en la Terminal 2. Don y Carol Croft me han invitado a un viaje de gifting que seguramente sea la aventura más grande que haya tenido. Me sorprende muchísimo, hacía desde los años 90 que no estaba aquí. La verdad es que se ha vuelto todo más nazi todavía. Con la cantidad de cámaras que hay aquí detrás, en todas partes, cubriendo todos los ángulos posibles, es increíble, y el control este es de lo peor. Todo el tiempo, de salir de la internacional hasta la nacional, todos los controles de seguridad, quítate la ropa, volver a poner, quítate tal. Solo decir eso para introducir un poquito el principio del viaje. We are here at Don and Carol Croft home. I've been here about 4 or 5 days now. We're getting ready to leave on a gifting trip. Me and Don, we're gonna take the boat and the car, go around the Mexican Gulf Coast. But I saw these kind of like little Orgonite bombs made with a 3D printer. So I asked Don, what was that about? You know, and he uses it sometimes when he flies and drops tower arrays on the mountain tops and stuff like that. But basically also he uses them for the spot gun. We're gonna test it now just for fun, you know. This is a spot gun. We have the ignition. Yeah, this thing shoots far and strong.
This is so I can see where it lands, and I've got one that's a cup.
Okay.
And this goes about a third farther because of the shape. I've only done one test. I need to do more tests because there's some variables you have to account for, like whether the right guard fires completely.
Okay.
Sometimes it will completely combust.
Today is a beautiful day, 22nd of December, and we're actually leaving pretty much. Maybe within half an hour we're going to leave.
Well, here we are in Cudjoe Key, 20 miles east of Key West. This is the first time I could relax since leaving Idaho. And here's why. We got in a blizzard. And right before this, we slid sideways down the highway with a boat. Well, in that happy moment, we didn't realize how rough it was going to be for the next 24 hours going past Cuba to Mexico.
Boat! Yeah, finally! Where are we going? Let's get off?
Why don't we go to Cozumel, Mexico?
Okay, to Mexico we go. Again, ready to leave. It's the 30th, 10:30 in the morning. We spent the night in Cancun area. We just put some gas on the boat, fill up the tank. 24-hour trip that we did last night took a little bit of toll on us.
Here we go, 24 or 5 hours to go 2 inches, and we got seasick in the middle. Carol suggested dropping a lot of tower busters along Cuba's northwest coast because the energy was really dark, and Francisco saw that.
Yeah, I can confirm I was seeing like 2 dark walls of energy on our right side, on the left side, for miles and miles straight. At some point, Don told me to drive the boat at night, and this was new to me. I couldn't see anything really, but it was more like a feeling. It was great, I concentrated, but when I wasn't driving and the sea was rough, I would puke, you know, especially this night. We're gonna go along the coast towards South Mexico and all the way to Costa Rica.
Well, here we are in the little cayo of Port Allen in Quintana Roo, Mexico. And we're gonna go see a mechanic to get a little bit of gas treatment so we can go on to Chetumal tonight, God willing.
That's how it goes. You plan something, but
Yes, indeed.
yeah.
It was 100 miles before we found a place to refuel, which was Punta Allen. And here we are on the backside. We also visited a mechanic to get our fuel treated and just have the motor checked.
We wanted to meet the mechanic and he told us directions through these channels, but obviously this is very easy for somebody who knows the area, and I think we might have finally made it. December 31st. We've been fixing all morning the engine, putting some oil and injection liquid for the gas, and so it runs smoothly. We're gonna stay here because it's taking us all morning to do this. Tomorrow we're starting early and we'll make maybe about 100 miles, and we're gonna try and reach Belize city. I'm really tired and it's very hot, so I'll leave it at that.
Carol was quite emphatic that all the islands along the Caribbean coast had a lot of dark energy, so it needed tower busters. So we commenced to do that again after we left Punta Allen.
There is an island here in the middle of the ocean, pretty much empty, apart from one small building over there and one tower, which is giving off bad energy. These places are difficult to reach, and because we're traveling by sea, we're able to give them.
It was 100 miles to the next refueling port of Xcalac, so we were going to get there in the dark, and the entrance through the reef was quite treacherous. So we camped at dusk, about 10 miles before that, and I let Francisco up on the beach with a tent, and then I anchored out about 50 yards, and we saw 3 guys on the beach. I thought they had fishing poles, but they were soldiers with guns.
They came out of the jungle and they just looked like Apocalypse Now, the movie, you know.
Francisco is a very good schmoozer, and even though we were on a military base, the soldiers let us stay there that night. So the next morning we went back out to Xcalac, do some more tower busters. And you might not know it from looking at the video, but we felt really beat up. It doesn't show the really rough conditions of that first 25 hours. We brought 2 cameras, and most of the film footage was stolen from both of those cameras. The night before we got home to Idaho, we were in a hotel in Montana. So what was stolen was a whole lot of really nice films with the dolphins and all the rough conditions that we encountered. The boat was vertical, sideways and vertical front to back at one point.
Good morning. Today is the January 2nd. Yesterday was a very intense day, especially for Don, who was very concentrated and just wanted to continue himself driving the boat. There's some slug here on top, already still showing up and cleaning most of the coast of Mexico. All the towers I've seen, they look gifted, they look busted. We're reaching Belize city. You can see the sky here is actually saturated. There are a few towers, I don't know, I counted 15 or something, and I'm dropping a few TVs.
A fisherman in Xcalac gave us very good directions to get to Belize City, the back way through shallow water, but I still bent the prop on some coral reef heads, and we encountered very heavy rain for hours, and our little cloudbuster, the boat, didn't really affect it. So the sky was still very dark when we got to Belize City here. We spent about 2 hours just going along the shore of the city looking for marina, and during that time we threw tower busters.
Any comment about today?
Oh, I'm really glad today is over.
We've been through some rain, huh?
Oh man, it's rough.
I was here 20 years ago and stayed at a really neat little hotel just beyond this bridge. but I think the sea level had risen since then, so we were unable to reach the hotel.
Hey, the sky is already getting better.
Oh, cool.
Much better, actually. Okay, we're exiting this channel in Belize. We've been here just 20 minutes only, and as you can see already, the blue sky is coming back and all that sludge is going away very easy. So this is a very fast and nice confirmation that tower busters really bust those towers, makes them work positively. We're searching for the marina pier, and as we go along, some towers appear, so we continue gifting them. And just 15 minutes later, look at it, how beautiful it is now. Still some towers there we haven't gifted. In less than an hour, it's getting really clean.
We spent a week in Belize. We rented a car to get to Belize City. Here's Belmopan, the capital. We get to that city. And this is the airport. It had the worst of the worst towers. And we looked for some Mennonites, but didn't find them. Here's Belize City some more, and there's a government building in Belmopan. We gifted all the government buildings. That's the National Cop Shop, Belmopan. And this is the highway going up to Mexico. We went there because there was a high crime area we went to gift. So this is see that little death tower on the trailer? They put that up the day after we threw a tower buster out here, up by the airport. And then on our way back from the crime area, we noticed they put up this wooden one. They buried in the ground. They're about to take this portable death tower away now. So there's some immediate confirmation that these tower busters work. We want to find out later on if the crime rate has gone down in Orange Walk, which is called Sugartown. That's the crime area. Go figure. Here's the blue hole that's 50 miles east of Belize City on a reef called Lighthouse Reef. And, here's the little island at that big lagoon that's Lighthouse Reef. We spent the night there with some fishermen. The next day, one of them took us to the blue hole because I tried getting there, but ended up on the reef and bent my propeller again. It's tricky to get out there. You really have to have a guide to really avoid that. And the sky was getting worse and worse as we got closer. The blue hole is a huge natural vortex of, we believe, a primary vortex. Now you can see how ugly it's getting. Francisco was keen to gift that vortex in a very personal way.